𝐜𝐡𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐿暗殺の実行犯として身柄を拘束するっす。これで取引は成立っす。出せ。
次回、助けを求める声。
All right, my friends, we just completed our 9th week of Banished Hero, and I think this was a very okay episode. So if we think through the series of events that occurred this episode, we have Noelle basically thinking about staying because Alan... So, okay, let me actually rewind. The series of events that happened is Alan's loving his time here in the forest, and you know, the whole premise of Alan as a character is in this life, he's allowing himself to be selfish. And that has caused a lot of holes in the story for his selfishness. He didn't give a shit about his dad. He killed him in cold blood. He didn't give a shit about his brother. Who knows where his brother's at? That still has yet to be. That's probably one of my biggest sticky points is like, what happened to the brother? We don't care. You know what I mean? He doesn't care about he didn't care about his family here, even though they kind of try to paint him as Carrie, but he didn't really care. So he killed his dad, his brother effed off. He gave his domain to his fiance, and he was like, this is your problem now, kind of thing. He cares about Henriette, but he doesn't really care. He's just like, yeah, we're stuck with each other. So anyways, through his selfish desires, he's like, you know what? Maybe staying here in the forest would be pretty good. I'm trying just to have a do-nothing kind of life, you know? And because he's kind of made a decision, that kind of pushed Noelle, you know, the future sovereign, to be like, you know what? Maybe I'll set up a forge here. Maybe I'll be a little blacksmith here. Maybe I'll just kind of, I'll be here as I just kind of decide if I want to stay here forever. That led kind of like into the next thing, which is like, okay, purple hair girl and fiance were like, oh, well, we'll stay here too then. But it's like, okay, well, fiance, she got to go back because she's a duchess and princess and whatever else. And the other girl's like, oh, well, I'll stay because I'm her attending kind of thing. Okay, that's fair, you know? So those are kind of the different events that happen. The next events that happen is 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐻, I think her name is, the captain of the Black Dogs, Black Dragons, Black Knights, something like that. She comes to visit Henriette, and she was like, I know what you've been doing, blah, 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 blah. And apparently that has her strike a deal with this guard to be captured, you know, captured or insinuated or whatever you want to call it. But basically she's prime suspect number one for the assassination of the emperor, which may or may not have been her dad. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, the emperor got assassinated. Now she's suspect number one for whatever reason. But she struck a deal with this 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐻 person. This will kind of absolve Alan for being a suspect. And that's kind of her win or giving back to Alan at this point. So she goes and tells Alan in the forest, like, hey, you know, deuce, homie, you can go back wherever you want. You know, good luck. Henriette gonna go chill over there. And Alan's like, what's up with you? Like, you lying to me right now. He can just tell. So she ends up getting arrested or whatever. Let me think what else happened this episode. Nothing. So they also got, you know, the fairy village, the fairy elf village, whatever, got attacked by the Black Knights too. Alan punked him. No problem there. Pretty, you know, that's really all that happened. So I think the guy's name was Oswald or something like that happened. You know, he used a kid to invade the forest. He got overly confident. He got punked by Alan. I think that's it. That's really all that happened this episode. So, I mean, it was the mid episode ever. And, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed, but like, it was fine. You know what I mean? Like, at this point with Banished Hero is, we're watching it, but we're not like, oh my God, the storytelling. It's just, it's fine. It's all fine. If I wasn't covering this on the channel, I would say this is one of those anime that like you watch when you're like, you're deep into shit, I don't know what to watch right now. I never watched this one. Let me throw it on the telly, you know? I think that's where this anime is at. But it was fine. You know, I'm interested to see what happens between Alan and Henriette. I'm interested to see what happens between Alan and Reese or whatever. I'm interested to see if you know, he goes harem style with Noelle. Purple hair girl. I need to look at this. There it is. Purple hair girl, Henriette. You know, like, does he do harem style? What ends up happening there? I'm interested to see how he breaks Henriette out of this. You know, because at this point, it's like, if he just breaks her out, that kind of makes her look more suspicious. But you can't leave your girl in jail. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen there. Outside of the harem stuff, I'm interested to see what Noelle is going to end up choosing. Will she end up deciding to be the sovereign? Or is this going to be just one more thing like the brother that is just like, oh, we moved on from that and we're just going to continue the story. And elves live forever. We'll worry about that later. Don't worry about it, you know? I don't know. So anyways, I was kind of all over the place today, but overall, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. If that's what you want to know, 5 out of 10. This episode is 5 out of 10. Maybe 5.5 out of 10. It was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was watchable. It was fine. It was another episode of Banished Hero. So I'm going to see you guys next week for episode 10 as we wrap up this season. I believe there's 12 episodes this season, maybe 13. So we'll see how this ends. All right. I'll see you then, my friend. Peace. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, too. All right. Peace.